What's up, everybody? Welcome into the FanDuel Sunday night draft stream. I'm your host, Simon, here with my co-host, John Luke, aka JL, and we are excited to be here. Our first Sunday night stream of the 2022 NFL season. It's officially that time, baby. You ready, JL?
I'm so excited for football to be back. Like, incredibly excited.
I know we've been mock drafting all offseason over on our channel. That's something we've been doing every single week, at least once a week. But the past couple weeks, they've started to feel a little different. Know what I mean? Like, I find myself getting
starting to be real.
more upset when a player gets sniped for me, or more excited when a player falls for me. Like, it's the sniping thing, especially because ADP hasn't settled yet. We're watching ADP settle, especially on these platforms, as like more and more people start getting into these best ball drafts and stuff. You may notice something today that next week is entirely different in the draft board. Your favorite guy, aka Darnell Mooney, might have shot up 3 freaking rounds.
My favorite guy.
Yeah, your
Darnell
favorite
Mooney.
guy.
Yeah,
everyone's favorite guy, Darnell Mooney.
Your favorite guy, Travis Etienne.
My number one favorite. You know what? But it's a little different because I do actually really like Travis Etienne. I understand I am alone in the FYF landscape of
I don't dislike
Darnell Mooney lovers.
I don't dislike Darnell Mooney. I'm just not quite as in love with him as you are.
That's okay. That's okay. I shouldn't have said all of this out loud on the stream as we're about to draft. You know what? Most of the people drafting with us already know how much I like Darnell Mooney. We've got some people in the chat ready to draft with us and watch this draft and hang out tonight on this Sunday night, July 3rd. Before we get to those comments, though, I want to go ahead and put this link in the chat because we have one more spot left in this 10-person draft.
Who's it going to be?
We are going to be doing tonight. So one more spot, guys. Grab it. First come, first serve. If you take it, it's yours. We will be starting the draft in exactly 10 minutes at 7:15 p.m. Eastern time. So grab that spot and draft along with us if you would like to on the FanDuel app or FanDuel website. Craig in here saying, Daddy FanDuel making you work on a holiday weekend. Must have been some naughty boys who didn't clean up the yard when told to. I cleaned up the yard and then asked Daddy FanDuel if I could mock draft on Sunday night.
I like that.
This is a reward for
this
cleaning
the
yard like a good boy. Yeah, we get to draft.
They didn't want us to. They're like, are you sure? You know it's 4th of July, right? And we were like, we don't care.
Oh, and the draft is full. Draft. Looks like Mr. Scampers claimed our last spot. Mr. Scampers is going to be in here drafting with us.
We got in here. We got J-Wall. We got Marty. We got Dane. We got Jordan.
Shane is going to be drafting with us. Herms is going to be drafting with us. Craig is going to be drafting with us.
Jukebox Romeo.
You know.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, you know
Reveal
who Jukebox
yourself.
Romeo is.
You know you're in the chat.
Is that Herms?
Oh, that might be Herms. I don't know.
That's got to be Herms. That's the only person I don't see in there who I know is drafting.
That's a great Herms name, too.
What is it? Jukebox what?
Jukebox Romeo.
Oh, that's hot. Herms is a Jukebox Romeo, isn't he?
Mr. Scampers.
You guys got different tastes on your jukebox takes. One of you wants to put on some pop punk. One of you wants to put on
between Herms and I.
No, Herms is the Romeo. They can never actually be in love because one's a pop punk guy and the other's
one's like a Capulet.
One's a Capulet, exactly. And so every time he meets a Capulet at the jukebox, he plays pop punk. It's immediately.
How do you poison the jukebox? I don't know. Or how does the jukebox poison itself? I don't know.
They put Creed on it, I think, is how a jukebox gets poisoned.
Like, oh God, we got to get a new jukebox.
Mr. Scampers,
I know it's been down a little lately.
Saying tisk leaving lawn darts around for DFD kick.
DFD
draft
kick.
I don't even know what that means.
Who is DFD?
Lawn darts. If you have lawn darts, you are breaking the law, Mr. Scampers.
Are they illegal?
Heavily illegal in the United States.
Heavily illegal.
Unless you're not in the U.S., in which case maybe they're not illegal. But you may have just implicated yourself on the live stream to all 18 people watching. Maria, what's up? Happy Sunday. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. Dane, howdy on this lovely day. I wouldn't have understood what you meant unless you said howdy. All those highs in there confused me since I've lived in Texas for so long. Yeah. And Craig said this is a much better on-screen J-name ratio, 1 to 1. Yeah, S has just as much power here today as J does, JL.
That's fine. That's fine. Enjoy it. Enjoy your day in the sun.
You feeling a little uncomfortable now that J-name power has been taken from you? We got Marty in here who's going to be drafting with us. What's up, Marty? Welcome in. And Jordan said, hush, I am working. We will not hush, Jordan. Turn your volume down. And Jay Wall in here said, I'm going to draft a team. How that team ends up is up to you guys. I think you've got a pretty big say in how that team ends up.
Yeah, I'd say both of us have a pretty big say.
Also, Jordan in here asking roster settings. This is a great point. Our draft starts in 7 minutes. Let's run through what this draft is going to look like. So number one, this is a 20-round draft with a 30-second pick timer. So picks are going to move fast, and your draft team for 20 rounds. Ooh, sorry about that. It's boba burps this time instead of bucha burps. Boba burps. But this is a half PPR league, so it is going to be half point per reception. Your starting lineups, yes?
Say boba burps as fast as you possibly can 5 times.
I got to prep my tongue.
Okay. I'll look away.
Okay.
I thought that was it. I thought you started. I was like, wow, that was just good.
Me warming up.
That's very good.
Okay, here we go. Bubble burps.
You tripped on like the first step of the race. You were like, all right, let's go. Gunshot trip.
Yeah, exactly. Face first. It did not go well. That's like me on Fall Guys when I start a game and then I walk away and I come back 10 minutes later and I see my guy standing alone at the beginning, just like, oh shit, forgot I started this. And then I'll do it. Then I'll do it immediately again. Like, oh, okay, start another one, walk away, get distracted. But guys, back to the slightly less important thing compared to boba burps. But the settings for this league, it is a 1 quarterback league. Your starting roster is going to be 1 QB, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, and 2 flex with a roster of 20 players. This league will play out as a best ball league, but we're likely going to be talking some redraft strategy today while JL and I are doing this mock. Might throw some best ball knowledge in there as well. But for those of you that don't know what best ball is, it means that you're not setting a lineup. After this draft, you're done. You're done with everything you have to do for the entire season.
You log off. That's the end.
You do. And then you log back in at the end of the year to see if you beat everybody.
Yep.
It's really fun. You get the draft, your top, whatever your highest scoring roster would be for each week based on the 20 players on your team is the roster that will be set. So maybe that changes some of the types of players that you're looking for. Maybe you load up on high upside wide receivers at the end of the draft. Maybe take a couple of running back backups. There's a lottery ticket right there. The quarterback and tight end strategy gets interesting with these kinds of drafts as well.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Stacking is a big thing.
Stacking is a big thing.
Yeah, stacking is a huge thing. Stacking means like grabbing a quarterback and one of his wide receivers, preferably his number 1 wide receiver. So maybe like a Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase combo.
Yeah. And you can even, you see people go hardcore with the stacks and go like the triple stack, right? Because then no matter what, they're covered. If you grab Joe Mixon, Joe Burrow, and Jamar Chase, you're getting a lot of the touchdowns for the Cincinnati Bengals that way. And if you get a touchdown for them, it's likely showing up in your roster right there. Let's go ahead and pull this up since the draft is starting in the next couple minutes. JL, do you have any overarching strategies you're thinking about going into this?
I was just going to ask you a question. So let me answer your question with another question. What's the meta here? What's the meta, the best ball meta right now? Which when I say meta, I mean like the main strategy people are using to win in best ball. What do you think it is? If you were to
I think it depends on the league size. One of the big ones I've seen is the smaller the league size. So FanDuel offers from 3 to 12 person leagues here. The smaller the league size, the earlier those tight ends and quarterbacks are going to go. Because whenever the league is smaller, the fewer players in there, the more important those one-off positions become, right? It's going to give you a positional advantage over every other team in your league. If there's only 3 teams and you've got the 2 best quarterbacks, then you're going to probably beat them at the quarterback position every single week. Whereas if it's a 12-man league, it's not as important to get the number 1 quarterback because that positional advantage isn't going to hinder you from competing with all 11 other teams. It's likely just 1 or 2 at that position that have you beat.
Right.
So that's a big one I've noticed so far, but we're doing a 10 team. So maybe that comes into play a little bit. Maybe we see quarterbacks and tight ends go a little bit earlier here. Another strategy that I see, I mentioned it when I was talking it through is the wide receivers. Wide receiver is deep and you can get wide receivers that will have great weeks late in the draft. But a lot of them are going to be those kinds of players, the Marquez Valdez Scantlings,
the Darnell Mooney's.
I'm going to kill you if you say Darnell Mooney. He's going to be consistent. How are you going to be not consistent with 140 plus targets?
We need a water bet. We need a water bet on Darnell. I don't know what it is, but we got to figure something out before the season starts.
Who you like? You like Marquise Brown? You like Rashad Bateman?
I can't come up with it right now on stream because I need to do like that. I need to think of like 2 similar situations, but
you name it. There's only 11 other wide receivers I would say no to for that water bet, JL. Exactly 11.
Right,
you know what?
Probably one of them.
I'm going to make it 12 because I have Deontay Johnson ranked right after him, and I would not feel comfortable with that bet either.
Okay, that's fair.
The Darnell Mooney.
Mike Williams or Darnell Mooney.
I'm gonna go Darnell Mooney. It is very
Let's go.
Close,
Let's do it. Water bet. Lock it in.
Water
Mike
bet.
Williams, Darnell Mooney.
Ooh, that one hurts a little bit because Mike Williams, I have ranked below Darnell Mooney, but they're very close. And Mike Williams' upside is probably higher than Darnell Mooney's in that offense. If he is truly the one in that offense, oh boy, he could be a top 5 kind of guy.
He's tricky, but he could also he could just get hurt week 1 and never come back.
Also, Craig said, my son just got into Fall Guys. What is that thing? Ooh. Chaos and beauty.
Pain.
It's so much
I actually haven't really played it. I just watched people play it.
The problem whenever I play that with Leanne, though, is she's so unbelievably competitive. Like, I play games to win, but also to have fun. Leanne only has fun if she wins. And you don't win. Like, battle royales are not for her. She's played probably 50 rounds, and it still bothers her to her core every time she loses. Can't get over the fact that she wasn't the winner. So it is not our.
That's really funny. All right, we're 1 minute away from starting.
We're 5 seconds away, actually. But then 15. You're right. Then 1 more minute, it'll just kick off, and it'll give us a 60-second timer before this starts. So, guys, hope you're ready. The draft is going to start in 60 seconds.
There we go.
Who's got the first pick? Dame, Shane, Herms, Craig, Simon to start the draft. Joe, what spot did you get?
Actually, I love the number 7. So
that's
7 is awesome.
I think that's actually a great spot here.
I like that.
And Maria said, I prefer triple stacks of pancakes. I think you put that up there, but I didn't say it.
I did.
Okay, JL, pancakes, French toast, waffles.
Ooh, good question. I'm gonna go with French toast.
Okay, you know what? I was ready to have to defend French toast to the end of the earth, but the answer is French toast. If it's the best, if it's the best of
version of each one,
pancakes gets consistency without a doubt. The
problem
pancakes
is
are pancakes.
Every single restaurant, not every single restaurant, most restaurants I go to, they overcook pancakes, in my opinion. So I don't like them for that reason.
You like them gooey?
I like them lighter. I like lighter cooked. Yeah.
My sister used to ask for her pancakes gooey when we were kids.
I like them gooey. Raw. I like them with a little bit of batter in there. Rebecca, you and I, we're linked. We know. All right, this draft has started. Game is on the clock.
Yeah, we'll see who Dame goes with the first pick. I'm curious because I feel like there's a bunch of...
Yeah, we'll see who Dame goes with.
Yeah, we'll see who Dame picks. Yeah,
Dame.
Yeah,
Dame is about to wreck us right now.
Well, let's take bets. I bet Jonathan Taylor. Bold bet.
Ooh,
I think Cooper Kupp. Genius, JL. Just absolutely genius. I'm going to zoom in up here so we can see some of these picks. Jonathan Taylor. Now Herms is on the clock. I think
that picture doesn't look like Herms. Najee, that's Herms. That's Herms, all right.
Yeah, Herms with the Najee pick right there. What do you think about Najee going this early?
I think it's fine. I'm totally fine with it, actually. And I know that a lot of people won't like that, but I'm not worried at all about Najee Harris. I put out a tweet a couple weeks ago. Simon, you're on the clock, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, tweet that's pro Najee. He had ridiculous rushing share and receiving work this past season. He had very similar attempts as Jonathan Taylor, and very similar targets as Austin Eckler. So these two things that we love about these two separate guys who are both first round talents. Najee had both of them, and so I really think this next season he could pop off. I don't hate that pick at all.
No, and the only thing with Najee, the only argument I really see against him is that Steelers offense, right? But it wasn't great last year, and he still got 300 plus touches, the most touches in the entire league by a large margin. I don't expect that same volume because that's insane to expect someone not named Derrick Henry to get that level of volume multiple years in a row, but it's in his range of outcomes. And even if he doesn't get that, he'll probably hit that 280, 300 touch mark again and be great for fantasy.
You might have already said it, but are we drafting as a best ball?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was saying we might talk some redraft strategy throughout here as well. Yeah. Maybe draw some parallels between best ball and redraft right here. Yeah.
Joe, I'm very happy getting Derrick Henry.
Who did you go with?
I went with Derrick Henry. Yeah. Derrick Henry, I'm super glad that he fell to me at this point in best ball. I think he is a great asset to have because he's going to give you those pop-off weeks and hopefully very often if he does what he did in the past.
Ooh, and Marty, I was really hoping that the Mr. Mark Andrews might fall to me down there in the second round, but he did not.
He did not.
I think you're going to see tight ends going a little bit earlier in best ball, right? It really does secure that positional advantage, and it's clearer than the quarterback position, I feel like. there's a much bigger drop off from like tight end 3 to tight end 4 than there is from QB3 to QB4.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, can you hear that?
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty loud. Someone's got a sweet car out there.
It was Herbie fully loaded, I'm pretty sure.
It must have been. Here, I'll get that after this pick. Let's see. All right. I don't know who to go here. I only have 18 seconds.
Nice try, Jordan said. Who do you want in the second round?
Nice try.
Gabriel Davis. So someone go ahead and draft him a little bit early. That would be great. Good luck.
Oh, I don't like this. Here. Oh no. I can't click it fast enough. Did it go?
Did you try to get Devontae Adams?
No, I didn't, but that's all right.
That's who you got.
Stick with Devontae Adams. I was going to go
Tell us a little bit about why you picked Devontae Adams over Deebo Samuel.
Oh, well, I love Devontae Adams this season. No, I'm not maybe as low as some people are on Devontae Adams. Him going into this new situation. Simon, are you worried at all with Aaron Rodgers? Without Aaron Rodgers, I should say.
I mean, it's an obvious downgrade. Like it's definitely a downgrade for him. Let me make my pick real quick. I think I know exactly who I'm going. I just wanted to check. Oh no, I don't. We're gonna mix it up a little bit here. We're going wild. I was gonna go wide receiver here, but I'm taking DeAndre Swift.
DeAndre Swift, I like that. I almost picked him too.
It was very close on that call here, but Devontae Adams, like it's a clear quarterback downgrade over there to Derek Carr, and that's no shame to Derek Carr. He's just not. Aaron Rodgers is one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play. Derek Carr is good. He's an above average NFL quarterback.
Right.
It's going to affect it. Now, I'm excited about the new coaching staff there. I'm excited about the offense. He's clearly the wide receiver 1. So I'm not nervous, but that's because probably I've adjusted my expectations. He's a safe wide receiver 1 in my mind. Like I still view him as a safe top 12 kind of guy, but maybe he doesn't have that wide receiver number 1 overall upside anymore.
Right. Yeah, I generally agree with you. I mean, he's one of those players that the talent really does transcend the situation. He's incredible. He's been able to make that Packers offense a powerhouse with really not a ton of other help from other players and skill position players. So I still like Devontae Adams. I'm not off Devontae Adams, but his situation's changed a lot.
Absolutely. I just noticed we had our first quarterback drafted, Josh Allen, going in the second round.
Josh Allen.
To Mr. Craig to pair with Justin Jefferson. Not a stack, but you can't fight with that start. Josh, the consensus number 1 overall quarterback and the consensus number 2 overall wide receiver.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
With a chance. Like if there's 3 wide receivers that have a shot at being the number 1 overall wide receiver, Justin Jefferson would be in that conversation.
Yeah.
Him, Cooper Kupp, and then who would you say is number 3? Would you say Chase is number 3? I would put Mike Evans at higher odds to be number 3
than Chase.
I don't know. Chase has that upside, but like Evans' situation is just so beautiful down there. Not that that's how I have him ranked, but maybe down better odds to be number 1 overall. Down there in Kissimmee.
Kissimmee is where he is.
Yeah, he's in Kissimmee,
I've been there.
Florida.
Great place.
Yeah, I've never been there.
Is it real?
Kissimmee. Yeah, Kissimmee, Florida is a real place, I think.
Okay. Then I've definitely been there.
Maybe not. Maybe I'm lying. How different do I want to go here compared to what I normally do?
You're on the clock. Nick Chubb went right before you. James Conner. Dame asks, does FanDuel normally do 10 team or is that just for this mock? That's just for this mock. I think 3 is the minimum. So Joe, who was it? Joey? No, Jay, you and I, right? Joey, you and I.
Yep.
Tested out earlier this week. Just 3 people worked out splendidly. So 3 is the minimum. I don't know if there's a max. I'm sure there's
12. 12 is the max. So you can
12 is the max.
If you go to their lobby. So if you go to the lobby, click on NFL right now, there's going to be a bunch of best ball drafts available for you to join. Ones that'll start whenever they're filled. They range from 3 to 12 teams. But what we did here is you can also create your own contests, public or private. We created a private one. So it was by invite only. You can send the link out. So if you want to do some of these with your friends, and you can even put money in there, change the payout structure as well. So you can make these for real money. This one is for $0. We might do some real money ones at some point on this live stream, get some money in the game so I can take some of JL's money before the end of the season.
Oh no. Are
you going to time out again?
No, I picked Patrick.
You got to start. Oh, you picked Patrick Mahomes. You and
I didn't realize it was on the clock.
We both went with a one-off position right there. You grabbed quarterback. I grabbed a tight end. And Joe, was that the second quarterback drafted?
I think so.
So Patrick Mahomes over the likes of Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, this second tier of quarterbacks, Joe Burrow.
Yeah, absolutely.
What about, is it just we've seen him do it multiple times? You just got that trust for him, or what about him makes him your number two guy?
I think Patrick Mahomes is one of the best quarterbacks the NFL has seen in a long time. He's among the likes of them. I'm not ready to call him the number one, but I think he's among that elite group of quarterbacks who have just been unreal, who changed the game. So yeah, absolutely. I'm not concerned at all.
Yeah, I know people are concerned about Tyreek Hill. I have him a little bit lower. I've got Justin Herbert ahead of him still, but
Tyreek Hill does not make Patrick Mahomes. If someone truly believes Tyreek Hill makes Patrick Mahomes, then they're tripping.
It takes away some of the top tier upside, not having a weapon like Tyreek Hill there. Like, you can't say it doesn't affect him at all, but it's not going to ruin him. Also, you are up next, JL, just so you know.
Thank you.
I grabbed Kyle Pitts there. It is one of my only shares of Kyle Pitts so far because I think he's being a little bit overdrafted. But in best ball, I'm more likely to take a guy like Kyle Pitts than I am in redraft because I'm likely going to take another tight end. And I want that upside. I want that potential. I don't have to play the game. He's going to have big weeks in that Atlanta offense, hopefully more than one touchdown. And I'll take that shot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wish I didn't. Maybe I don't know how I feel yet about going with this Patrick Mahomes pick. I'm kind of second guessing it now.
I'm thinking about really trying something out here, JL, with my next pick.
Ooh, do it. Get spicy.
Should I do it? Should I get spicy?
Get real spicy.
I'm going to do it. Unless Jordan takes the guy I'm looking at right here.
Craig said my app died.
Okay, he didn't, but he took a guy I was also looking at.
You're on the clock. Auto pick would be Javonte Williams. You can take him?
No, I'm not. I'm going to take a quarterback as well. And I'm going to take Mr. Lamar Jackson. And I'm going to go quarterback and tight end early.
That's one of the main reasons why I wish I hadn't gone QB. Is just I don't know that there's going to be a massive gap, especially in best ball, between Patrick Mahomes, and Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow. And so if I could have got him around later, maybe I would have wanted to do that. But late round QB, best ball style.
Late round QB, best ball style. Well, you're still going to have to probably draft a late round QB. I guess you could take a mid round guy here. So I guess that's a good question, JL. When you take a quarterback early in best ball, you need two quarterbacks at least, right?
Yeah.
Because your quarterback has a bye.
It's good strategy. Yeah.
It is less than optimal strategy to not have at least two of every position. And then your running backs and wide receivers, you probably want a minimum of 5 unless you're like really loaded and safe at one. Like you've got 3 superstar locked and loaded studs at the running back position, but it's still risky in case of injury. But does that affect like what you're looking at for your second quarterback, JL? Like, I would assume you're thinking Patrick Mahomes probably starts most weeks for your team. So are you waiting longer for your second quarterback? Are you more comfortable waiting for like that last tier of QB, or are you still trying to target another high profile guy in these middle rounds?
So it's going to depend on where these guys fall. Typically, what I'm looking to do, the strategy I look for is my first QB. I want to have somebody who I know is going to be like a rock, a little bit more consistent. Regardless of the situations, they're not going to have a bunch of variance going up and down between their scores. And that's like Patrick Mahomes is a perfect example of that, in my opinion. Others like Jalen Hurts now, or Tom Brady, these other guys who are more stable and don't have maybe as much upside because of the way that they play. With my second QB, I like to go a little bit crazier, right? I want to get that guy who's going to be able to outperform the more stable quarterback on a week to week, some weeks, right? Some of the weeks out of the season. And so that's what I'm looking for in my second quarterback, is that upside to score 40, 50 points in a week.
So it's less about just like finding a body to fill in that bye week, and you're looking for someone who has the like serious upside on any given week to just kind of explode.
Exactly.
Maybe like I don't want to name. We're on a stream. We can name drop all the hell we want.
Yeah, we can do whatever we want. Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln is a fantastic name, and I'm disappointed there hasn't been like a National Lampoon's movie named after it.
Oh, I'm sure there's something out there. There's probably T-shirts out there with that all over it, and like Abraham Lincoln with like sunglasses on there. I can like picture it in my head right now exactly.
Yeah, I
what
know
that
exactly
tank
how it
top looks like, and
I'm
I
so confident
who's
that your
wearing
image,
it too.
your mental image is the exact same as mine. I'm 100%
And
confident.
I'm pretty sure the person that it's on is also the exact same
Yeah,
mental image as well.
Tim.
Like we, it's Tim. I hope you're watching right now, Tim.
Abraham Lincoln. Oh God, I need to order Tim a Abraham Lincoln shirt now. I like won't sleep until I do it.
There's one player I'm hoping falls to me, JL. Can you let him do that?
Yeah, I could totally let him do that.
Oh,
let me
I
contact
got distracted by
FanDuel.
Abraham Lincoln. The quarterback name I was going to bring up as a late round guy that might have those high scoring games is a guy like Davis Mills, like a quarterback on a bad team that's going to be down a lot. Like they're going to have like garbage time counts. They're going to have to chuck the ball around down there in Houston.
You're right.
Davis Mills might be a great second quarterback option there. He could have big weeks.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
I'm not. You made a gross face though.
Yeah, I did. But you're right. Like you're not right. You're not right. I hate Davis Mills. I take it back. I take back everything I said. Down with Davis Mills.
Okay, he's still sitting there for me, JL. So just don't take him. And then Jordan, also don't take him. And then I will take him. And then it's a great plan by everyone. Everyone's happy.
Are they?
Mm-hmm. Do not do it, JL.
You know what? Let's go crazy.
I'm so nervous. I'm gonna kill you. That's not who I wanted.
Damn
but
it.
I probably could have gotten him in the next round.
Damn it.
Now we are building a very not Simon team here today. This team that's getting built is like not what my teams usually look like. We started wide receiver, which was good.
That's not the one that you wanted. I hate it. I hate it so much.
You did it just to spite me.
I did it to spite you, and then I whiffed. And that makes me mad.
Okay, and he's still there. And we are going to take Josh Jacobs.
I thought about him, but I thought you were going to take somebody else, to be honest.
And now my running back core, I am so happy with right now. Oh, shoot. But 2 bye weeks the same. That's the one other thing about best ball is you have to pay attention to bye weeks. Not that they are the end all be all, but if you're only drafting 2 quarterbacks, they can't be quarterbacks who have the same bye week. They
can, but you probably have to draft another quarterback.
Yeah, that would be bad. That would just be bad, though.
Damn it. Terry McLaurin and Darnell Mooney have the same bye week. It makes me even more mad about that pick.
That's okay. Yeah, my DeAndre Swift and Josh Jacobs have the same bye week. I'm not too upset about it. I'm going to need at least one more running back anyway, so we're good. You want to look at some of these teams so far?
Yeah.
Let's take a gander at some of these.
Peek see?
Let's start with Dame's team over here. Dame, no quarterback so far, 2 running backs and 3 wide receivers. Dame has Leonard Fournette and Zeke.
Leonard Fournette and Zeke. I actually kind of like that combination.
Oh, man, those wide receivers are sexy. Oh, I'm getting jealous of your team,
Cooper
Dame.
Debo combo.
Cooper Debo, then Mike Williams as your wide receiver 3. Brandon Cooks, Allen Ross. Like, this is beauty, Dame. This is – I feel bad that we looked at that one first. I'm not going to say anything nicer about other people's teams.
That's just okay compared to Dame. I like how she went wide receiver heavy because I feel like I don't typically go that path in best ball. I'll typically try and go for like running back or tight end or sometimes wide receiver or running back wide receiver combo. But I like that she went the double wide receiver.
Yeah, I think people are tempted to punt wide receiver in best ball because it's so deep, right? Because you can get value on these guys later and you can just grab a ton of them. But I don't know if that's always the best strategy here. Oh, man, and I am upset I waited so long on wide receiver. Oh, no.
Oh, you were on the clock. You got 10 seconds.
I know. I'm panicking.
And while you're picking, Jordan said, schematically, this is the best wide receiver room Patrick Mahomes has had in his career. It's not perfect, but Juju and Sky Moore will help him underneath, and MVS is a field stretcher. Yeah, I agree. I don't know if it's that could be true. I won't comment on the best of his career part, but I will say I'm not concerned with the options that he has there. Patrick Mahomes will make it happen. So I agree with you there, Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, I get the argument that you're saying, but I think very few people would be like a wide receiver room gets better with the absence of Tyreek Hill and the addition of Marquez Valdes-Scantling, Sky Moore, and like it's not the same. But I get the argument that's being made there. Like you don't have to be concerned for him. It's different, Not necessarily worse. Jail's on the clock, and he's going to mess it up.
Oh, God. I am going to mess it up because I wanted
The
someone else.
30-second pick timer just absolutely startles me. I got to get used to that. And J-Wall said, Burrow, Higgins, stack, baby. Nice job. I like it. And Jordan said, I almost picked Jacobs. I auto-picked. Oh, man, that's brutal. JL going with J.K. Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins.
How many running backs do you have now? Is that your second running back?
Third. That's my third running back. 3 running backs, 3 wide receivers, and a quarterback.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I am
Tom Brady. Tom Brady fell. That's who I thought you were going to take, Simon. And I almost took Tom Brady.
I considered it, but with Lamar Jackson, I was like, I don't know. Like my wide receiver position is weak right now. Like it's not looking good down there.
Tom Brady Tom Brady at this point in the draft makes me hate that I took Patrick Mahomes.
Well, round 7, you could have had Tom Brady in round 7.
Yeah.
What round did you draft Mahomes in? 3?
I don't know.
We can find out. Where is your team? John Luke G.
I think
in the 3rd round. Yeah, you took Patrick Mahomes in the 3rd round.
Oh, it says there. Look at that. You fancy daddy.
You idiot. Look at the value I got.
It literally says right next to it. Fourth pick.
God, you're so stupid drafting a quarterback that early.
Herms hasn't even taken a quarterback yet.
Who else doesn't have a quarterback? Oh, Jordan has 2. Kyler Murray and Tom Brady. Ooh, that's sexy. That's nice. Man, Jordan's team looking pretty good too so far.
CMC, Aaron. Oh, yeah. CMC. Beautiful. I like that wide receiving core too. Mr. Scampers,
I love the running backs. I love your first 2 wide receivers. I think Marquise Brown and Best Ball is such a good wide receiver, especially with DeAndre Hopkins missing those first few weeks. And then you can just get the value that you want from him in the weeks after Hopkins is back. But your wide receiver core after that isn't like super inspiring. Like maybe safe with DJ Moore, and then I'm nervous about Gabriel Davis, and then Travis Kelce I love. So running backs and tight end, I think you've got an advantage on week in, week out. But the wide receiver room, I'm not thrilled on. Oh, and J-Wall, this is just terrible, you idiot. We don't even need to look at it. I'm just kidding. I didn't take a peek at all. Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow. Then he's got Eckler and Gibson. And then Diggs, Higgins, Metcalf, and Godwin. I've been rising on Gibson. And in the 8th round, I'm totally fine with that. He was one of only, 4 or 5. Because the more I look at like his usage last year, I don't see a ton of that being taken away from him. Oh, shoot. Oh, luckily, I have 18 full seconds left. So we are so
That's all I need.
That's all I need. Okay, let's see.
Who are you going with?
I don't know. Ah!
4 seconds.
Allen Lazard is who we went with.
Allen Lazard. Over Adam Thielen? Adam touchdown Thielen?
I'm a little bit nervous about Thielen this year. So Gibson, a guy I'm rising on, just the sheer opportunity. 300 touches last year. He's probably not going to get that this year, but he should get above 250. Like he'll have the opportunity there to be a top 15 running back and being drafted in the 8th round. Like, come on. But then Thielen, when you look at the involvement of my brain just went completely kaput right there. What was his? KJ Osborne last season, especially towards the end. JL's gone. He left me. No, you're back. That's my bad. And you didn't want everyone to see your butt when you bent over to pick it up.
That happens all the time.
Your butt just falls right out. What was I saying again? Your butt.
You're talking about Thielen.
Oh, I think we may see, he's getting older and we may see a passing of the torch. Touchdowns kept him alive last year. If he doesn't have those touchdowns, he's not the guy. He's Adam touchdown Thielen. He needs those touchdowns to be fantasy successful. So
Adam Thielen or Amari Cooper for you?
That is tough. Those guys are close. And the situation, man, I wish we knew more about who was going to be throwing the ball for the Browns right there.
Yeah. Never mind. I digress.
I have Amari Cooper 3 spots higher. I've got Amari Cooper as my wide receiver 23 and Adam Thielen as my wide receiver 26 this year. But that being said, it wasn't that I disliked Thielen. I'll just take there's no chance he's the wide receiver 1 on that team. I wanted the upside. I took Allen Lazard. He's also a touchdown guy, has a chance for double-digit touchdowns this year. And I will take that from him, a guy who has a chance at being the wide receiver 1.
Yeah, absolutely. Uh-oh. I'm going to sneeze.
Okay. Oh, what wide receiver do I want?
Ooh.
Oh, you know what?
I just muted in time. That was good.
We're gonna go with Russell Gage. That's my first share of him this offseason.
Russell Gage, I like it.
But while Chris Godwin's out, he should eat in that offense. Antonio Brown gone, Chris Godwin gone, Rob Gronkowski gone. It's
Did
Mike
they not
Evans
let
and
him
Russell
eat at
Gage.
all when
Yeah, they didn't let him
Godwin's
eat at
there?
all. Whenever he just gets the scraps afterwards. Whatever Godwin didn't finish.
Rude. That's so rude.
Godwin doesn't like vegetables though, so there's always vegetables left.
There's plenty of food.
Gage is so unbelievably healthy because he just eats all the vegetables that the other players don't eat.
Lost a lot of weight.
So he is skinnier, he's more fragile, but his digestive system has never been running more regularly than since he joined the Buccaneers.
You know so much.
I know. I if you need to know about a player's digestive issues, you can come to me. That's my area of specialties.
Ooh, okay,
area of specialty.
Area specialty.
CEH.
Let's try the CEH PH stack. PM stack is what I meant to say.
I stared at CEH and Miles Sanders for a long time and was like, no, I don't want either of those guys. And then drafted Russell Gage instead.
Yeah.
I was just like, I like Miles Sanders. I don't like CEH.
And I like CEH, but I don't like Miles Sanders.
But I don't love either of them. Like, I'm not comfortable drafting either of them. Almost at any point in the draft do I become comfortable with that pick.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you this, Simon. I've never told anyone this before, but I hate my team. This is one of the worst teams I think I've ever drafted.
Yeah, I'm not thrilled with mine so far. Let's see what you did, JL.
It's very difficult to draft and stream at 30-second clock.
Derrick Henry, Alvin Kamara, J.K. Dobbins, CEH.
Simon, remember when we used to do this when we didn't have a game? We didn't have, or it was only the two of us on our YouTube channel, and we would just do best ball drafts.
Would we?
Yeah, we just auto pick a bunch because the clock was so fast, and we just started streaming, I think.
Yeah, and not that we weren't unbelievably great at balancing multiple things while we were drafting. Would we just do like 2-person? Like head to head?
It's like it would be like we'd like wait for a room to fill, which is even better.
I do remember that now that you mention it, and you are back on the clock, JL.
Oh boy, who do I want to go with here?
Not the guy I want. That's for sure.
I'll tell you what, you know what? I'm going to make this point after I make this pick because I have so little time. Let's see. Let's go with the top wide receiver at his position. Top 3 wide receiver.
Top 3 wide receiver at his position. That's incredible.
Top 3 wide receiver at his position. Yep. At his position, he's a top 3 wide receiver.
But is he a top 3 wide receiver at another position?
Probably not.
Thank God, Jordan. You almost did me dirty, but we are going to take another running back in Melvin Gordon.
Melvin Gordon.
Welcome to the squad.
Oh, I like that. That's a very Simon pick.
That's a very Simon pick. And now, you know what? This is what I'm going to do, JL. I'm way more comfortable with my running backs than my wide receivers. With DeAndre Swift, Elijah Mitchell, Josh Jacobs, and Melvin Gordon. I feel pretty good about that. Oh, shoot. It's pairs of matching bye weeks. 2 bye week 6, 2 bye week 9. I'm probably going to need to add 1 additional running back in case there's an injury amongst any of them that doesn't have a 6 or 9 bye week. Nice.
Said 6 or 9.
How are my wide receivers looking? Wide receivers looking okay.
Shane is up. Devin Singletary was just drafted. Naheem Hines before him. We're getting in the real juicy territory here.
You know what? I was just looking at it, Joe. Like 2 rounds ago, I was looking at the wide receivers and I was like, oh, I don't want any of these guys. And then now we're getting in there and I'm like, ooh, this is juicy. Like, I want all these guys. Like now, we're getting back to the range of like now there's that middle range where it's like limited upside but high floor, I feel like. You know what I mean? So you're not excited to draft those guys in the middle rounds because like the upside's kind of capped, but you're going to get some good production. Like Amari Cooper, you're probably going to get something from him, but he's not inspiring to draft. But then you get down here and it's like Christian Watson could be nothing. Or he could be the number 1 wide receiver for Aaron Rodgers. Like
ever heard of him?
And then whenever you're looking at the names, you're never looking at it could be nothing. You're like, yeah, this guy's the number 1 wide receiver for Aaron Rodgers, for sure.
And then like 85% of them turn into nothing.
Oh, 100%. But that's one of the fun things about best ball is you don't have to be right on all of them. You just got to be right on a couple of them.
That Darnell Mooney pick has ruined my day.
It was probably the only good pick you made, JL, for being honest.
It's the stupidest pick I've ever made. His ADP is what? Probably like 6. ADP is 182.8. I don't know what that means. How many rounds is that? I can't do math.
Some Mr. Elijah Moore, wide receiver for the New York Jets. Is that who you wanted?
Oh,
yeah. Sniped!
You little butt munch.
We got Chris from Dallas in the draft. What's up, Chris?
From Dallas.
He says draft Tolbert. JL, do it.
Draft Tolbert.
Do it.
I don't know who I want now.
Tolbert.
Oh,
probably.
And you guys took. Oh, did you take who I wanted?
Also,
somebody else took who I wanted too. When did Gesicki go?
All that praise you were piling on the Tom Brady pick, and Gesicki's gone, JL. Gesicki's gone. You got 1 second.
I hate this pick.
Tyler Lockett. What do you hate about it? You just nervous?
Everything.
Tim wants to know mac and cheese or apple pie.
Tim just got in here. I know that.
There's a qualification though. He said you eat both out of his mouth.
Okay. So, has he already chewed?
No chewing. It's just in there like a plate, I'm guessing.
It feels like mac and cheese is going to be much easier to extract past the teeth.
Yeah, but I don't. Mac and cheese also, I think, has
it's going to get all gross. Yeah, at least the pie is like semi-protected by crust, but the crust is the best part.
What? You think the crust is the best part of the pie?
Yes.
You don't even care what's on the inside? You're just like,
I care what's on the inside. I didn't say that. I said it's the best part. It doesn't mean that nothing else matters.
The best part for me is both the parts together. Like the fruit is good. The crust would be nothing without the fruit. And the fruit would be nothing without the crust. It would just be a bowl of wet fruit.
It'd be like saying that the crust of the pizza is the best part. It'd be like, what? So you don't even care about the cheese or the sauce?
Yeah, you don't.
You just want to eat the bread?
You don't. You don't even care.
The crust is the best part. Look, Chris from Dallas knows. Chris from Dallas, JL from Baltimore. We're both crust the best part.
Only on sandwiches is the crust the best part.
Not true at all.
I'm
on
kidding.
Pizza.
I don't even like that. Uncrustables were my jam. No pun intended. I used to eat like 4 of them a day in high school when it wasn't wrestling season.
They're delicious.
You could eat an infinite amount. I've been seeing more and more TikToks of people deep frying them. Have you seen that?
No.
Take an Uncrustable, throw it in a deep fryer.
It good?
I don't know. They seem to like it, but I want to try it.
This all tastes great to me. I'm hoping he means like regardless of which either mac and cheese or apple pie, it doesn't matter to him. He tastes great.
Tim, here's what I want. I want do I get my first share of him? Yeah, let's do it. Christian,
you wanted Robert Woods?
Tim, I want the combo. I want you to have apple pie and mac and cheese, a little bit in each cheek, and then I can decide what I want. That's my final answer. It's got to be in the cheek, though. Keep it away from that tongue.
That enormous tongue of yours.
Cool. And if I don't find at least one mustache hair on that on the way out, then I am unbelievably disappointed with my meal. Jukebox rookie taking Brandon Ayuk. I thought about taking Ayuk there because
wait, Ayuk just went?
Ayuk just went.
Is that true?
Yeah.
No, your thing hasn't updated.
No, I'm looking at my app as it's updating.
Oh. Your browser window hasn't.
Oh,
I thought Ayuk was gone. Damn, this keeps happening.
Ayuk just went. James Robinson. I like that pick by Craig. Oh. And don't conflate that with me being like a James Robinson over ETN guy. Just the value on someone who's done what James Robinson has done is fantastic.
James Robinson can go eat mac and cheese out of Tim's mouth.
He's dairy free, so he probably wouldn't.
Probably wouldn't.
What do I do here? What does my team look like?
Chase Edmonds and Hunter Henry. How do you feel about Hunter Henry this year, Simon? You've been a Hunter Henry lover in past seasons.
Yeah, when he came, and I'm no longer a Hunter Henry lover. I'm a Hunter Henry I'm a Hunter Henry liker. If you need a tight end late, you can grab Hunter Henry, and he's probably good for a bunch of touchdowns. It's going to be inconsistent. You're going to need a touchdown from him to be happy for that week probably, but he'll get them. It just won't be every single week. In best ball formats, Hunter Henry's probably a great guy to pair with another tight end who's a touchdown guy and just ride the touchdowns each week.
Yeah. Simon, you are up.
Yeah,
You're
and
on
I'm
the clock.
going to
Justin
take
Fields.
my last running back. This is the last running back I'll be drafting, and I'm going to take Mr. Ronald Jones of the Kansas City Chiefs.
I like that.
Part of this has to do with my lack of faith in CEH and seeing what other running backs have done whenever he's been out injured. And we've seen Ronald Jones do good stuff on an NFL field. There's a non-zero chance that he has a significant role in that Chiefs offense. Burks and Watson. I love that pick, Jail. I was hoping he would make it back to me in the next round.
I was thinking Garrett. I was trying to go for one of these rookie wide receivers. I didn't realize Treylon Burks was still there either. I'm having a hard time here. But yeah, I really like the Christian Watson. To me, he's a good best ball, a great best ball asset because, again, he's got that chance to pop off.
Yeah, to be the guy for Aaron Rodgers. And he's tall and he's athletic and he's fast. He's just big, fast, and charming and calls his mother every Monday. He's just so great.
Every Monday. Never misses.
And this is a point per Monday mother call league, if I remember correctly. PPMM. Call your mother Monday.
PPM.
Did you have any rules like that in college?
Call your mother every Monday?
Yeah, like just like a way to like forced rules to make sure contact stayed in touch with your parents.
No, my strategy for that was wing it, and we'll see what happens.
We tried that whenever I first went to college, and apparently it wasn't enough contact, and so we switched to call your mother Monday and
call your mother Monday. That's smart.
And hide from your father's phone calls every other day of the weekday. Is what the rest of that turned into.
Sorry, Jan.
Yeah, and I don't hide from your calls anymore. Probably because I have less that I'm hiding now that I'm not in college.
Maybe.
Be sneaky. What you gonna do here, JL?
I'm gonna go Zach Wilson, QB for the New York Jets.
Ah, shit! I forgot about the whole quarterback thing. Oh, we're good.
Yeah,
we're good. There's so many shitty quarterbacks left.
So many shitty quarterbacks. All the shitty quarterbacks.
All the shitty quarterbacks.
Oh God, look at the running backs right now.
Yeah, that's why I grabbed Ronald Jones. Just like let's grab one and
just can you click that on your screen on the mock?
What'd you say?
Can you click on that on the tab on your tab? There's the running backs to show.
Got Mecole Hardman, Mark Ingram, Raheem Mostert, J.D. McKissick, Tyler Algier, Isaiah. Yeah, this is. I mean, there's some value down here. There's some guys that I wouldn't mind having on my team, but like none that I'm excited about.
Yeah,
Mr. Touchdown, Boston Scott. What was 7 rushing touchdowns last year?
7 yards.
And 7 yards, yeah. Zamir White, maybe he comes in and fills some of that Josh Jacobs role. I know people are excited about him. Jerick McKinnon, another guy that I like late because he looked like a stud in the playoffs. Like he looked like old school Jerick McKinnon.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so much fun if McKinnon just like Tim would be so happy if McKinnon took over that backfield.
Oh my God, Tim
has been holding on to Jerick McKinnon on his dynasty teams for like 5 years. Like this is the year. I know it.
He got him off the waiver wire too. Signed him off the waiver.
Jordan said, like the way out of him or the way out of you? What do you think, JL?
I like the way out of me better, but I have more experience with that. So
yeah, I'm with you. JL says, I can't believe I got auto drafted Cousins. Well, maybe you shouldn't be an idiot. Mr. Stanford says, I'm off my rocker with the 30-second clock. Yeah, it's fast. It is absolutely fast. And Jordan's got a couple names on here he likes, Darrell Williams and Spiller. And Tim is so happy. No more ACLs to tear. Yeah, Jerick McKinnon scored all of them. He's good. Oh, and Jordan said
ACLs work.
He was talking about Tim's mustache hair.
Oh, okay.
So do you want one on the way out or on the way out of me?
Or the way out of him or the way out of you?
So, Dale, that makes your answer even worse. Like significantly worse.
What answer? About, that I want it out of me? Yeah, for sure. Because then I have to eat it.
Yeah. No, you don't have to eat it.
Why else? God. How else am I going to get Tim's mustache
out your butt? You poop
How
it out.
How did it get in my butt?
Saying. You ate it.
There you go. That was what I said. And you said no.
Well, I grabbed Jahan Dotson.
No! Stop stealing my guys.
I knew that was your guy. Butt. That's why I took him. These drafts are just going to turn into a contest. If we're going to ruin, like, neither one of us is going to have a single winning roster by the time the season comes around.
All mad.
Or whenever your teams win, it's going to be as if like I won. And whenever my teams win, it's going to be as if you won because we just sniped
gonna make
each
me
other.
even more mad. I'm going to be more resentful because of that.
You're going to win. And be like, I don't even want to win with Darnell Mooney on my team. I hope Darnell Mooney makes me lose this league.
I'm now down on Darnell Mooney.
Gross. Let's see, J-Wall. What'd you do here? J-Wall's on the clock. Mr. Scammers just took Van Jefferson. Williams went to Jordan. He said he liked him, and then he took him. So we name dropped, but he took him right after that.
I'd so much rather have Jamison Williams than Van Jefferson. Can I just say that, Mr. Scampers? And Jamison Crowder, Craig. Come on. Give me Jamison Williams.
Jamison Crowder, I'm all in on.
Of the two Jamisons, which would you rather have? I know they spell them differently.
It depends on the team that I built. Like 100% honestly. Like if I'm good at wide receiver and I feel pretty good about it, give me Jamison Williams because there's unreal upside there. Like he could be that wide receiver 1 on that team and I'll take it. If my wide receivers are iffy, if I've waited and I need production at this point in the draft, like I need someone that I can feel like I can count on, it's going to be Jamison Crowder. He's going to be targeted heavily. That slot role there in Buffalo is super valuable. Cole Beasley was targeted super heavily last year. And I think Jamison Crowder is better than Cole Beasley as a slot wide receiver. It depends on the team build, but I'll upside, give me Williams, not downside. Safety, give me Crowder. Yeah, if you're looking for downside, this is who
you're looking for. Yeah, I know that's what you have.
You're looking for downside. Michael Thomas is one of my preferred players to draft. Alvin Kamara would be great with that income.
Those are the players that you got to start like subtly talking up to your league mates. It's like, man, Jamison Crowder, some good news coming out of OTAs, right? They're like, what, really?
We like Jamison Crowder here, JL.
I'm on the clock.
Oops, you got 20 whole seconds. You're so good. Okay, let's look at my team. I have 1 quarterback and 1 tight end. Oopsies. And how many rounds do we have left?
Oopsie.
This is around 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I only have 5 picks left.
No.
JL, you only have 5 picks left, including this one.
No, it auto-picked for me. Oh, that's who I was going to pick. Sweet.
Oh, it worked. If like while you're going, JL, what you could do is just add like a player to your queue that you're considering. That way it's not entirely random. And then even if you don't get the guy you want, you still get someone that you kind of wanted. I haven't done that at all a single time, but but it's an idea.
That's an idea.
That's such a guy thing to do, isn't it? Like you're watching someone, you're like, yeah. I can't do that, but I fucking know how.
I can exactly tell you how to do that. Yeah,
never done it before. It's like an urge. Like I'll see like people swinging a golf club, and I'm like, I can't hit a drive straight to save my life, but I know the steps.
I know what you're doing wrong. That's for sure. That's for damn sure.
Don't look at me for an example, but I know for sure what you're doing is wrong. I grabbed my second quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. I like Lamar Jackson and Trevor Lawrence as my quarterback. So
I thought about taking him so long ago. That's such a good combo.
I'm hyped about that. And they got different bye weeks. Should I take him as a quarterback?
I'm never going early round quarterback again in best ball, ever.
This team started out rough, but now I'm starting to really like it. I'm starting to actually really like this team that I put together.
Show it to us.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'm on the clock in 2 picks. So I've got Lamar Jackson and Trevor Lawrence at quarterback. My running backs are DeAndre Swift, Elijah Mitchell, Josh Jacobs, Melvin Gordon, and then Ronald Jones. Then at wide receiver, I got 8 of these guys: Jamar Chase, Jerry Jeudy, Allen Lazard, Russell Gage, Elijah Moore, Christian Kirk, Mecole Hardman, Jahan Dotson, and then Kyle Pitts at tight end. And I am on the clock about to add somebody to this.
Kyle Pitts.
Who are we?
Simon, you know who your team really needs is Nelson Aguilar.
You know who your team really needs is shut the hell up, idiot.
Already asking, what do we think of his squad?
I panicked. No, that's not who I wanted, but I took him in. Oh no. Well, welcome to the squad, Austin Hooper.
Austin Hooper. What a good pick.
Welcome to the team on accident. It works. You know what? I'm excited. Austin Hooper has room for a pretty decent target share down there in Tennessee, right? We've seen him be a top tier tight end in Atlanta. We've also seen him really suck in Cleveland. But hopefully in Tennessee with AJ Brown gone, there's a little bit more opportunity for him and he can have a decent season. But Kyle Pitts is going to be the guy anyway. So really, I just needed that bye week fill in. I'll probably take one more tight end.
How many rounds are left? 3.
This is you've got 4 picks, including this one.
Oh boy. Oh, I should.
Okay. Also, Greg said, "How dare you, JL?" And here I was starting to like you.
That's your first mistake.
And JL said, "What's up with the MT slander?" No slander. I was just saying there's downside with that pick, as in like we don't know what's coming from him. He's got serious downside. That was the joke.
Yeah.
No MT slander. He's got upside as well.
All right, I went Alec Pierce because I have Matt Ryan, and I'm hoping that maybe something happens.
The stack. You said the stack at the beginning, and then you did it.
I did.
You didn't want to take our favorite wide receiver ever, Mr. Sammy Watkins?
I thought about it. Insert week 1 Sammy Watkins joke here.
You have no idea how many times I've almost drafted him this draft. Like ever since he like showed up in the top like 20 names at the wide receiver position, I'm just like, ooh man, that'll be a fun 1 week that I get out of him.
Jordan asking if we're playing horse on Friday. Absolutely not. That was a joke. We're probably not ever going to play that game again, but maybe.
That would be really funny. We could do like a mini version of it just called like Ho or something where we just play the 2 letters.
Oh, we'd lose so quick.
Like the Christmas.
Kenneth Gainwell by Jay Wall. Throwing away a pick. Great job.
You love to see it.
Daniel
Jones.
I hate
You're on the clock, Jay. I'll just say that. Were you going to take Daniel Jones? You already have 2 quarterbacks.
Not Daniel Jones. Sorry. I got tricked because wherever it says the auto pick would be was the guy in my queue. Let's go.
Gronk?
I'm calling bullshit.
Yeah, he's not even playing.
He's coming back, baby.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. You're telling me. Tom Brady calls him. He doesn't answer the phone.
No, absolutely not. He doesn't.
Do you want to bet?
He ignores him. He says, "I hate you," and I will never. He says, "You are the devil, and I do not want to be seen with you." Well, we're going to take another tight end. Oh, no. And I think he's got the same bye week as one of the 2 that I already took, which is not the plan at all. I have not been paying.
Hurst. He's your favorite tight end?
No, he doesn't have the same bye week. No, he is not. You know what? As a person, he's up there on the list of some of my favorite tight ends. He's a great dude. Great guy. As a player for fantasy this year, no, he's not one of my favorite guys. But we saw what CJ Uzomah did in good tight end matchups last year, and Hayden Hurst is better than CJ Uzomah. So I'll take Hayden Hurst.
Yeah. Well, just looking at my team, week 14 is going to be rough. Yeah, I'm going to be okay, but week 14 is going to be a little tough.
Let's see it. So, you're going to have to start Patrick Mahomes. That's pretty rough. Alvin Kamara gone. You got Terry McLaurin, Darnell Mooney, Christian Watson, and Alec Pierce. Yeah. It's limited options. Yeah.
It's okay, though. I'm going to be all right.
You've got a lot of your top guys still playing that week, but if they're hurt, like they have to do well.
Yeah.
Like if you got to pick your lineup, you would probably pick 8 or 9 of the guys that are still available.
Yeah.
Like almost all of them, Alvin Kamara being one that you wouldn't, Terry being one that you wouldn't, but those guys have to show up. And Jay Wall said, my wide receiver room is loaded, baby, just for you. Let's see what that wide receiver room looks like, Jay Wall.
Oh, and Marty wanted us to look at his team, so we got to do that after.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is hot, Jay Wall.
Oh my God, Dame. No!
Jay Wall, this is pretty hot. I'm going to pull up Marty's team if you want to take a peek at that one, JL, because I'm about to be on the clock. And Marty drafting from that 10 spot.
Got Jalen Hurts, Derek Carr. That's a solid combo. I like that. Dalvin Cook, Damian Harris, A.J. Dillon, Ramondre Stevenson, Rashad White. I like that running back core as well. A.J. Brown, Michael Pittman, Devonta Smith, Hunter Renfrow, MVS, Tim Patrick, Josh Palmer, K.J. Hamler, G.J. Shark. And who's the tight ends? What tight ends look like? Simon.
Oh, oops. Mark Andrews and David Njoku.
So, yeah, I think wide receiver is probably your weakest point, but, man, your team is solid. Your team's solid, Marty. I guess tight end, too, because that 1 week you're not going to have Andrews. And Andrews doesn't always show up. I mean, no tight ends do. No players do, but definitely Mark Andrews has these weeks where he's just gone. You went Julius Jones?
I went Julius Jones. No, I went Julio Jones, Mr. Julio Jones right there. I know we don't know where he's going to play, but how many tight ends of that level of talent can we find down here? Maybe I should have gone Odell Beckham Jr. there instead. But if Odell Beckham goes back to the Rams, which isn't likely, I'm not sure about what his role is going to be there.
He's not likely going to play until like later on into the season. We don't know how his injury is progressing. It happened as late in the season as it possibly could have.
Yeah.
So
I'll take Julio Jones there, but that's very much so like a best ball pick, right? That's a second to last round best ball kind of pick.
Yeah.
We are moving on to our last round shortly.
At an hour. Good to know.
Let's see. I got 2 quarterbacks, 5 running backs, 9 wide receivers, and 3 tight ends. What is your roster construction looking like, JL?
My roster looks like I got 3 QBs, 4 running backs, 8 wide receivers, and 4 tight ends.
Oh, shit. You got a lot of tight ends down there.
Yeah, I did because I went later. So I went late round tight end here. My top tight end here is Dallas Goedert.
What are your running backs? Because you only have 4. So do you feel pretty comfortable with the running backs that you do have then?
It got ugly quick. I wish I would have had a little bit more balance here between like a little bit more depth on the running back side. But my 4 running backs that I do have are really solid. Derrick Henry, Alvin Kamara, J.K. Dobbins, and CEH to round that off. And we're starting 2 running backs, right?
Yeah, the Kamara suspension is a little bit scary for your team. But you've got J.K. Dobbins and Clyde Edwards-Helaire to get you through that period, and neither one of them has a bye in those first 6 weeks, so it should be fine. Also, you're on the clock. Do you know that?
No.
Got 15 seconds.
Oh no. Let's go with Zamir White.
All the liquid in this can is gone. They didn't think this through very well. It's only the boba left. There's just a can full of boba sitting at the bottom in here. Yeah, and if I go to pour it, it just like goes all over my face.
That's so funny.
What'd you do with your last pick, JL? Oh, I'm on the clock.
Oh no, Carson Wentz. Is that who you're taking?
No.
I like that we can see your top of your queue from this screen.
I haven't even made my queue, so joke's on you.
Oh, I like that we see the top of the ADP. Carson Wentz is top pick.
There's a couple names I'm considering here. You know what? Let's grab a rookie. We don't have enough rookie representation here. Let's grab Mr. David Bell. Add him to the squad.
Ooh, that's such a good pick, Simon.
Thanks. You're the one. Honestly, I didn't really give him the time of the day until you started talking him up. I was like, I got to go look into this guy.
Yeah,
I think I was just like, I was like jaded on Browns players after this offseason. I just like didn't want to even think about the Browns.
Yeah,
being a Browns fan. But I'm good on that. Also, Daywell said my team's going undefeated, and Jordan said, "Sir, this is best ball." I guess you could win the whole season if you just win the season. Then you win 1-0.
There you go.
And Mr. Scamber says, "Oh, sorry, go ahead, Joe."
I was going to say, Jordan had another comment earlier, said another auto guys that don't like the timer. Yeah, I gave some feedback to the FanDuel product team. They're taking feedback. So if you guys have any more, send them our way. We will relay that.
Absolutely. And Mr. Scampers likes his team. It says the middle rounds are seriously so meh across the board. Yeah. The middle rounds hurt.
Middle rounds hurt. It's I don't know about you, Simon. It feels like they're like with the ADP, especially since this is FanDuel just launched this. It feels like there's opportunity to be had. Just now going through a real 10-person best ball draft. It feels like there's definitely edges to be exploited here.
For sure.
But I really, this is awesome. We got to do some more of these.
I'm with you, and especially at the wide receiver position, it seemed like there was like some serious stuff to exploit ADP wise. Yeah. Those middle round wide receivers, like I said earlier, you scroll down a little bit, and there's all the names I'm excited about.
Right.
Instead of those 4th, 5th, 6th round guys. Everybody who drafted with us, thank you so much for joining us this Sunday night, July 3rd, to go through our very first FanDuel Sunday night draft party. Fun. We're going to be back this time again next week doing another mock draft. And we might have some more people joining us for that one as well. Keep your eyes peeled on Twitter for more information about that. But next week, same time, same place. And maybe we mix up the number of teams next week.
Ooh, 3? We did 3 and it went by so quick. It was like 10 minutes.
It might be fun one of these streams to do like a couple 3s, maybe like a 3 and a 6 as well. Like we could do like a couple small ones. Yeah, that could be a lot of fun.
real quick, we should make sure we hit this question. Mr. Scamper said a good one. Someone explain the ADP numbers to me. They don't make sense and seem to be plus 20. You want to take that, Simon?
No, you got it.
Okay. Yeah. So what that number is, the ADP number that Simon has up, is referring to the overall draft position. So typically you might see ADP be like, people refer to it, or you've seen it on websites where it's like, fourth round, second pick. But when you see an overall number like this, it just means if it was all happening, in a flat list.
And to determine like the round with that, like if you're,
Divide,
we don't think in numbers. We don't think in terms of like pick number whenever it comes to drafting. We think like 5th round, 6th round. Just divide by the number, and then it's in the whatever the decimal place is. Like it's the next round up. So like Carson Wentz right here, it says 221.7. You divide by 10, you're gonna get what 22.17, something like that. So that means he's being drafted in the 23rd round on average. So that's his ADP. So we don't do 23 rounds here, but that's what Carson Wentz ADP is, according to this. Good question, Mr. Scampers.
Good question.
And Dame said that was fun. Glad you guys had fun. Guys, if you enjoyed this show, go ahead and hit that like button and make sure you subscribe to FanDuel on YouTube. You're already here. Hit that subscribe button. And if you're on Twitch, make sure you hit that follow button as well. Then make sure you go check out FanDuel across all their other socials, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, at FanDuel, all of those places. They have a whole team of great content creators helping you guys win some money and win your leagues, except for the ones that we're in. We're winning those.
No help there. Sorry.
A reminder for everybody watching, we are not going to be live tomorrow over on our channel at Front Yard Fantasy. We're taking the 4th of July off, but we will be back on Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern time over on our channel at Front Yard Fantasy. But until then, I believe we are out of here. Thanks again for the awesome draft, guys. Can't wait to beat all of you. See you Tuesday.
See you Tuesday.
Adios.
Adios.